New and updated mods are here for Farm Sim 25, and today we go take a look at them. In total, 24 mods released. All platforms got 2 new and 21 updates, and PC and Mac players got 1 new. Now, one of the really cool things today is Iowa Plains View has been released. There's also a really awesome update to Liftable Pallets and Bales. There's a lot of other really great updates today as well, some of which we're going to take a look at in-game, which is quite rare, but we're going to do it anyway. So check your timestamps and let's jump right in. Starting off, we've got a new map for you guys. Iowa Plains View from Celebuki is here. This incorporates lots of the same things that we've got recently with Alma, Missouri. So all of your crops, productions, the way alfalfa works, etc., all of that is good to go. Now, I did have a mod preview of this, what feels like forever ago. I think it was about a month ago or so. So if you missed that, definitely go check it out because it'll show you all of the little bits and bobs and things like that. There's no point to do a map preview because, well, not much has changed, to be fair. So there is that. Here is our PDA, and up at the top right-hand corner of the map is where you're going to find all of our goodies. So this is all of the stuff that we own. You've got your fields 8, 1, and 2. So there's everything that you own. We've got productions down, silo, all kinds of stuff through here. And we even have quite a few animals as well. So I wanted to show you this. So in your chicken pasture, we have 100 chickens there. We have 60 cows and then 250 hogs. Man, there's a bunch going on. So this is our farmhouse. This is where you're going to be doing all your sleepy timing. And we got some stuff triggers around it. There are your chickens. We've got 3 greenhouses through there. Big, humongous setup here, along with the AGI dryer. Now, I will tell you this. There are required mods for this, unfortunately. Some people like them, some people don't. I'm one of the ones that doesn't, but it just is what it is. There are 5 on here, and yes, they are all mods from Celebuki. Just to our right over here at the very, very top hand corner of the map, this is where you're going to find your hog confinement area as well as the cattle pen. It may look familiar to you because there are a few things that are similar between this and Iowa Plains, from Alma, Missouri. I mean, naturally there would be. There are a couple custom placeables in, so you will be able to find some things like in sheds and buildings, things like that. So you can go through, find what you like through there. Our shop is going to be right up here, up at the top left-hand corner of the map. So we have a nice CaseIH shop, no entry inside or anything like that, but it does look pretty cool from the outside, so I dig that. And then we have a massive area here in town. And this is where you're going to find all of your production chains, things like that. You can buy this area, so that is pretty cool. And then we've got your gas station over here. Now, up here at the top left-hand corner, we've got an abandoned farm area. You could delete all of this and just start a new farm, so that's kind of cool. And then we've got our molasses coming out of the trees, and you can turn all of that into pancakes and things like that. It's pretty cool. Taking a look at the PDA and just taking a look at some of the areas, you can see that stuff's really not too expensive. 879,000, 402,000, 633. Stuff over around the main farm, you've got like 491, 310, 256. Actually, these 4 right here would be a lot of fun to plow together. Taking a look at our crop calendar. So here's what you're going to get with that. As I mentioned, we do have alfalfa. So there is your crop care growth calendar for that. We already talked about the animals, so that is cool. Here are your contracts. We have a lot of them. I've gone in to double check and make sure that I don't have any wild crazy contract mods turned on. I mean, look at that. 90 grand to harvest that? Yeah, even we get some DLC stuff in there too. That's pretty cool. And then as far as your production chains go, we've got 4 owned, as you saw over at the main farm, the AGI grain dryer, and then 3 greenhouses. Yes, these are the custom greenhouses as well, so you will have some new crops added to those. But again, if you played on Alma, Missouri, those are probably going to look familiar to you. Then we have a bunch available: bakery, biogas plant, carpentry, Cedar Creek Juice Co., Cedar Ridge Creamery, the fermenter, which is also new. This was added in an update to Alma, Missouri, but this is on the map now, so that's pretty cool. Iowa Gold Press, Jackson Sawmill, Ketchup, Pancake Pizzeria, Popcorn, Sugar Mill, Tailor Shop, and Watermill. So that is very, very cool. And then we take a look at our equipment in here, so we can go through these and see exactly all the equipment we've got. Very, very different from the base game stuff from Alma, Missouri, which is more John Deere focused. This is more CaseIH focused. There's a lot more to the map, but as I said, I've done a full preview on it, so if you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out. As per usual, here are your 5 required mods. We've also got a tipper new for all platforms today. It's the Lizard D47. It is the Autosan D47, which has just had the Autosan logo stripped off and thrown on a Lizard one. As far as everything else goes, we do have capacity options ranging from 4,200 up to 9,200, and there's like what feels like an infinite amount of them. Literally everything that you could think of is here. Every type of side, every type of opening, every shape, and even sounds, if you listen hard enough. Almost too many, I would say. It's a lot going on through there. We also have narrow and wide tires as well as some standard sets. You do have a way to change up the sides even, which I felt like was being done in configurations. Front lights and things like that. You've got a couple different sets for those if you want them. I don't recognize any of those, although this is a Polish trailer, not a trailer we would see here in the States. You're going to see same stuff around towards the backside as well. We also have different things for the back decals, which could be thrown on there. License plate, we've got no standard big over there on the left-hand side. The interesting thing is quite a few of these are not showing up, at least around towards the back. Does it show anything around towards the front? Nope. Some of them just don't show. All right, that's cool. A couple different drawbar setups, so that is pretty nice, like that. Always nice to have those options. Side decals can be added too, so there you go. They're very, very teeny tiny, very small. We also have a bunch of other things. You got front decals, side add-ons, rear reflectors, frame reinforcement, placeable of the nameplate itself, and then plenty of color options. If you're looking for the most customizable small trailer in the world, there you go. Now checking out some updates for all platforms. The first one is the liftable pallets at Bales mod from Yoss. This will be version 1041. Fixed the XML bell sizes in various balers, added seed treating liquid pallet, and added liftable wooden containers, regular and XL capacity, which he says handle with care. So here is our liquid seed treating, or treat seeding liquid. This will work along with the AGI stuff. And if we zoom all the way down, here we get our shipping container. So this is just a liftable version of the shipping container that we have in the base game now. However, we have a new one. This is liftable, and it is an XL version holding up to, oh my goodness, 1 million liters. Oh, I love it. Everything still works perfectly fine with the Vario chassis, so that's great. So you just grab a hold of that and be good to go. I think you can also use that horse mule or low loader as well. Everything's exactly the same. I mean, this mod just embodies everything liftable bells and pallets is about. Pallets and bells. You get what I mean. Great job, Yoss. Next up, we have an update to the Fendt Vario Forestry Edition pack. This will be version 1.1. Corrected the interior camera movement on the 200V. Front loader options have been added on the 700. Precision farming support and new US and EU markers on that 700V. Now, we do have some new equipment as well, including the Quickie Q7 front loader for $8 grand and the Fendt Universal Bucket, which has a capacity between 1,000 and 1 million liters. Oh yeah, front loader tools cost you $1,000. So here we are. There is your front loader attacher. I appreciate since there's only one option. It's just a slider and you can kind of see everything. So that is very nice. Front loader, Quickie, or Nana. Love it, love it, love it. Here's our markers as well. So we got the rear warning. So there's your EU, and we've got the new US ones on there too. That is pretty cool. Additionally, here's our front loader. So we get the Quickie. You can also change it up to Fendt or just Lizard, which is debranded, which is always nice. And we can also change it up to the different setups here so you can match up your liveries. Gotta love that chrome setup. Woo, that stuff will hurt your eyes. And here's our universal bucket. Nice front loader. Capacity of 1,000, 10,000, 25,000, 50,000, 100,000, 500,000, and 1 million liter capacity. So we have plenty of stuff up through there. Brands is just going to be Fendt or none. And then you could change up to the different sets here. So designed for Forestry is just going to change up the black and make the Fendt logo orange. But from there, we get our livery setups, which again, pretty cool. I dig it. Also, I'm pretty sure this front loader just broke the internet because of how much it holds. Another epic mod, the CaseIH Magnum 34400 Series Special Edition FL for Back Truck 921. Version 1103. Various visual fixes. Reduced the amount of dirt on the front loader attachment. Adjusted the camera zoom to allow it to zoom out further for better visibility when pulling very large implements. Added additional option for chaff compacting spiked wheels. Added liquid filled option for the minus SFT tire configuration for added ballast, and added linkages to the front loader to allow the bucket to have a greater range of motion. Taking a look at this one, here are your chaff compacting spike wheels. They're going to be found in Lizard and Midas. That's where you'll find those liquid filled wide tires. Also, just if you're curious, a regular set of wheels will make the entire thing weigh about 12.4 tons. However, with those liquid filled, that will go up to 19.9, so you're adding quite a bit of extra weight. And I'm not exactly sure what it means when it says it's added linkages to the front loader to allow the bucket to have greater range of motion. I do know that you've got front loader, telehandler, or wheel loader setups here. I can't remember if it had that before. I assume it did, but yeah, nonetheless, there you go. There's your update for the Case Magnum 340. Next up, new Holland T6140 6160 version 1001. Change the tractor category from medium tractor to small, although I think I would still argue that it is a medium tractor. Also, option to add or remove the fenders. Added authentic New Holland rim colors. Adjusted steering wheel, which had an oval shape. Added the real T6000 engine sound, corrected the tire dimensions, adjusted indicator colors in the rear lights, fixed the dirt effect, aligned the front loader hoses that were previously misaligned, and added a missing section on the engine grille. Moving on, CaseIH 4255 1255 XL 2.gen, second gen, version 1002. Added color configuration. Same thing goes for the International 4255 1255 XL version 1002. Added color configuration. Landini X880 series and the Massey Ferguson 3X7 series version 1.1. Various visual fixes on the 8880 model. Increased the rear door opening. Added dashboard lights. Added lower attachment to specific trailers and balers. And added the 7880 and 39397 model to the series. Too many numbers. Now we got some trucks. The Roadrunner Plus version 1001 fixed a key conflict between cabin light and some trailers and added an option for engine braking to default on or off. Sound will resume default choice when switched off. And the last vehicle update, the Liquids Handling Truck Train, one of my favorites, version 102. Fixed the mega tank lid color description and adjusted the material and color configuration to work with patch 1.11. You may need to go to the shop and customize it after updating to get the desired material and color though, so heads up there. Now we got equipment update and a mod that released yesterday, the Gilles Pack. This will be version 1001. Correction of windrows on the ground. Knoche Crossmax 300 1001. Small changes for more seat types. Feltrina Dumper MR3A version 101. Correct filling of the trailer. Rudolph Welger DK 280 RP, the B version 1201. Fixed errors that occurred due to the new patch. MAG SSP 45 version 101. Fixed missing textures of the seat wheel. Pomot UPR 4 version 1006. Goodness gracious. Fixed levitating element when using IC, which was exactly the same as the last update. A very important mod if you guys are doing any type of forage harvesting and you play single player, to pick up Hitch for Foragers version 1001. Fix the issue with attacher after patch 1.11. Multifruit container and MultiLift pack version 1001. Fix the vehicle type to resolve conflicts with the latest update. Is it just me, or are there a lot of mods having issues with patch 1.11? Almost like Giants probably should have just left whatever they broke alone. And Harrows version 1001 added sounds with parts bumping into each other while driving and fixed minor visual issues. Lastly, we have some updates for placeables. The Logistics Center, this will be version 1.1. Solar panels are now optional and generate passive income. More fill types such as cement, rice products, and things like that are now supported by the automatic pallet warehouse. All fill types that can be tipped are now stored in the silo, and collision on the front part of the ramps has been fixed. Old German Barn version 1001. Fixed light shadows, changed door animation rotation, and fixed the ladder collision. And your last update, outdoor chicken coop version 1.1. Cover chicken coop added. And lastly, today we have a new one for PC and Mac players. It's a feed bag. That's about it. So in here you've got either mineral feed or pig feed. even though they both say mineral feed. And then you've got a bag of pig feed or a bag of mineral feed. And there it is. That is it for today. Hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like if you did. Get subscribed if you're new and enjoyed the DjGoHam fam. Double check your notifications. That way you never miss videos right here. We did release a preview of the John Deere 40 series for black sheep bonding this morning. So if you want to see that, definitely go check it out. Otherwise, have an awesome day. We'll see you in the next one.